Did you see that there was a Patriots fan that during the game the other night, and this has just come out, Andrew, somebody posted a video from last week's Broncos game, the Patriots-Broncos game, where a bunch of people were standing around a porta-potty, lying on its side, and the story is that a Patriots fan was inside, and a Broncos fan came along and kicked it over.
Oh, my gosh.
You want to hear what it sounds like when you're stuck inside a porta-potty? Hear a little audio here? I'll give you a little bit. This is what it would sound like.
A Patriots fan went into the porta-potty, and one of the Broncos fans kicked the porta-potty over. Oh, God. Hey, Minot, how do you appreciate that? There's a Patriots fan in there.
Yeah. She has not been cocktailing.
No, is that a reporter?
No, I think that's just a woman.
That's just, okay.
But isn't that like off limits? I mean, aren't there certain times when you're not allowed to prank somebody when you're going to the bathroom is one of those times?
That is not off limits, and if you don't like it, stop going to an NFL game.
Bill is a Bills fan who has been owned by the Patriots for decades. Well, maybe that's a little stretch.
I think that might be clouding your
really what I'm saying is that if you go to an NFL game in the United States and it's outside of the Meadowlands, outside of a Giants game, prepare yourself for the unthinkable. And Buffalo is the perfect spot if you really want to talk about the unthinkable. These fans are terrible. It is awful. I don't know that unless I had like really great Jim Brock seats at the Bills game, I'm not sure that I want to bring my little kids. I mean, to an NFL game today because there are no limits for these people.
That is sad. That is really sad.
I've heard stories about a guy who went in to with a Jets jersey on to a Bills stadium, and to Ralph Wilson Stadium, and it was so bad. Police were called, all with his kid right there. It was terrible.
Well, if I can,
so I'm saying tipping over a toilet, a porta potty, it's not off limits in an NFL game.
In my book,
should
it's off
be.
limits.
That is below the belt.
Should be, but these people are terrible. It's awful.
I have to tell you two stories quickly. One, I was about 13 years old. I went to a game with my father. It was a Bills-Giants game. We're Giants fans. And there was some ribbing going on. You know, they were screaming and shouting, whatever. It was a really good game. At one point in the game, Buffalo was intercepted, and a guy behind me, I'm 13, 14 years old, an adult man in his 30s, pushed me to the point where I went from my seat into the aisle.
Oh, my gosh.
And, yeah, there was, like, obviously a scrum ensued with my father and him. The other thing was I went to a Bills-Eagles game maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and I wore my Giants jersey, and they're playing the Eagles, so I'm rooting for the Bills.
Yeah.
And they were worse to me than they were to the Eagles fans. I'll tell you this, though.
It's terrible.
If I go to a game, I can take it. If a porta potty gets tipped over, I am fist fighting every Bills fan I can find.
You understand that I'm not saying that it's appropriate and acceptable. I'm saying that when you say it's off limits, there are no rules. You should be nervous at every step of the way when you go to one of these games.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will never go to a Porta John at a football game.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. No one tips me over in a porta potty when I'm sitting there watching the game in my living room. It's never happened. Not once.
Come close a few times.
Yeah, because my wife is a wild one.
So
nothing like that has ever happened.
Interesting to know that the new New York Sash bathroom you got is now installed in your living room, by the way.
That's right. Somehow you can tip it upside down. I don't know how you do that.